This isn't cinema. It is the documented record around a personality and his 3-point plan that he gave to the national leaders to prevent the partition of Bengal. And this model is not just history, it can be practiced by any country that is going through a political crisis. And I think it is an important time for India to look back into this and to understand this, delve into this, and imbibe the qualities and the warnings given to us by this great leader. Welcome back to Master Within. I am your host Shobhik Ghosh, and today we are diving into one of the most suppressed stories in the Indian history. This is about a spiritual leader who has shown by example that spirituality, in true sense, encapsulates every aspect of life, including politics. And just like a political strategist, he met with leaders like Gandhi, influenced Netaji's family. He gave Syama Prasad Mookerjee a detailed blueprint to save Bengal, all during the late colonial years. And even after this, the personality had saved countless of lives during and after Noakhali riots, during the Burma bombings, and the silent exodus that happened during the partition of India. But all of this without any kind of publicity. His name is Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra, and this is the story that even Bengal files won't tell you. Picture this. It's 1921. The non-cooperation movement is at its peak. Gandhi is calling for complete boycott of British institutions. The entire country is electric with revolutionary fervor. But while everyone else is caught up in excitement of resistance, one man in a small ashram in Bengal is seeing something else entirely, something terrifying. Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra looks at the growing communal tension of Southern India and makes a chilling prediction. He says, without communal harmony, this nation will disintegrate. This isn't just a spiritual wisdom for him, it is a cold, hard political analysis. And he is about to spend the next 25 years trying to prevent what he saw coming. But here's what it makes this story absolutely incredible. He didn't just predict the partition. He created a detailed action plan to prevent it. 3 specific strategies that, if implemented, that could have kept India united. And we still, this date, would not have to face the consequences of those dark days. The democratic strategy, the legal strategy, and the constructive nation-building strategy. Thakur's analysis was brutally simple. He told the leaders if 25 lakh Hindu families stayed there, Pakistan would not come to be. That's 2.5 million families. His plan? Facilitate the settlement of 25 lakh Hindu families from Hindu-majority provinces into Bengal, then rerun the census and remove the Bengal from the partition equation entirely. And here's the genius part. He had the funding strategy figured out too. He had collected the zamindars and the wealthy families to pay for this resettlement and some amount from the Congress. He said, a wise man gives up a part when the whole is in danger of being lost. Thakur proposed renaming the Hindu Mahasabha to Arya Mahasabha and enroll some Muslims as the members too, saying Muslims are also Aryans. But wait, there's more. He wanted Hindus to study Quran, learn Arabic, and teach that Rasul is one of their prophets. He wanted the Muslims to learn Gita, and this with the help of the proper teachers. There were many people who came to him with different interpretations of Quran and Gita, fight among each other, and he has shown proper ways how one religion can stay with another. Just to do away with the religion is not the option. We can find this in details in his books, and we will deal with that in some later part of the video. His doctrine was crystal clear. To differentiate among prophets is itself an anti-religious affair. And then the masterstroke. Whenever politicians distorted the Quran or the Rasul for political gain like Jinnah did, filed hundreds of court cases, moved the fight from street identity politics to law and textual accuracy. While everyone else was focused on what to oppose, Thakur was building what to support. Schools, hospitals, industries, agriculture, sanitation, politics as service, not politics as a mean to protest. He had been trying to push this message, this mission, using all of his members throughout the India. His philosophy: if service to the necessities of man is politics, then I am a politician to my backbone. I love life, not death. So 3 strategies, 1 goal. Keep India united. So, did the leaders listen? Let's talk about the meetings that could have changed everything. Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das in 1924, one of the masterminds of the Indian revolutionary movement. The Bengal leader came to Thakur and became his devotee. He got initiated in the holy name by Thakur's mother. He pledged his support in Thakur's mission. He was going to bring all the national leaders to Himayatpur. He consistently wrote about Thakur in the Young India magazine that are still available in the archive. His works with Thakur were exemplary. He inspired so many people. They changed their lives irrespective of their religion. And they also initiated in the holy name. Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das said he wanted to make Dad and Satsang the center of all the revolutionary activities in India. Along with Thakur, he created a bank that used to give loans at minimum to 0 interest to the farmers of Bengal that saved them from extortions of some narrow Mahajans or moneylenders. This further infuriated the antagonists and they joined forces against Thakur himself. But then, suddenly on a day, Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das passed away on May 23, 1925. Now this has a story on its own, how Thakur tried to stop Deshbandhu from going to Darjeeling and tried to save his life in many ways. Then came Mahatma Gandhi. 2 meetings, one on May 1925 with C.R. Das and on August 1925 with Dr. Rajendra Prasad, first president of independent India. Thakur's counsel to the father of the nation was direct. Quit exploitation, not quit India. Use cooperation, not non-cooperation. There are detailed discussions on this, and Gandhi's response: I don't understand all these things, he said. I just seek your blessing. And he went away. Gandhiji later sent some erring workers to Thakur for their self-adjustment, but he himself never changed the course on non-cooperation. Then came Dr. Syama Prasad Mookerjee, 2 times in 1939 and 1941. This was the high time, and the differences between Hindu and Muslim were almost rising up. Mookerjee came to Thakur asking directly, how do we frustrate the Muslim League's partition plan? And Thakur gave him everything: the complete Arya Mahasabha strategy, the Quran literacy program, the litigation plan, and the 25 lakh resettlement blueprint. His words to Mookerjee were urgent: gird up your loins, move heaven and earth, you have to make this possible. And Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. His parents, Prabhavati Devi and Janakinath Bose, were ardent disciples of Thakur. They were the part of the inner circle of Dad and Satsang. When Netaji met Thakur, he said, Thakur, you are the guru of my guru. Netaji always carried his mother's Gurudev's photo, the Bhagavad Gita and the Tulsi garland always into the battle, saying, I am always carrying an empire. Later, when Krishna Prasanna Bhattacharya and Prashil Das went to meet Netaji, he said, I'm inspired by what Thakur is doing. We always thought of Sangsari Sannyasi, but Thakur is the living example of that. When India gets its independence, the country must follow the path of Thakur altogether. August 16th, 1946, Direct Action Day. Calcutta burns. Communal violence explodes across Bengal. Thakur has been watching this unfold for 25 years. He knows what's coming next. September 2nd, 1946. Under the pretext of illness and pilgrimage, he quietly orders the evacuation from Himayatpur Pabna to Deoghar, Bihar. And the instruction? Everyone was asked to travel light. Single cloth, he said. Why the secrecy? Because he knew that any public prophecy about partition would be manipulated by the political groups and attract British hostility. Better to save people quietly than make dramatic predictions that endanger everyone. He left around 3 crores of assets in Himayatpur, all the schools, hospitals, industries, powerhouse, laboratories, all of it got seized when Himayatpur fell into East Pakistan. But here's what's incredible. At Deoghar, he re-established the Anandabazar community kitchen where not a single person was denied food, despite the scarcity during one of the largest refugee crises in history. He acquired 3,000 bighas of land and created satsang colonies and industries limited, and the goal was employment, dignity and inter-community integration through work and prayer, irrespective of caste or creed. While politicians argued about borders, he was building the future, and he was preparing for this for past many years. But here's what really blows my mind about this story. Thakur wasn't just trying to prevent partition, he had a complete civilization blueprint ready to go. His education system, compulsory agriculture, so anyone could earn by farming if other kinds of employment failed. Universities that unified art, science, commerce, industry and philosophy. Teachers as governor guides and nation creators. His economic plan, decentralized cottage industries, chemical, mechanical, electrical, bakery, printing, all of them tech-aided but tradition-rooted. Address unemployment, consumer scarcity and export potential all at once. His agricultural vision, Bihar, Bengal, Assam and Orissa. These 4 states could feed all of India. He calculated and showed his calculation to everyone. And he also said a properly cultivated India could feed the world's deficits. His health movement, diet, exercise, village sanitation with tube wells and septic tanks, indigenous pharmaceuticals that successfully treated choleras after village with 0 deaths among his followers. When the villages were wiped out due to cholera and other diseases, he made medicines using his own formula. But the leaders chose power politics over constructive work. They chose identity mobilization over harmony building. They chose non-cooperation over cooperation. In his final years, Thakur's anguish was heartbreaking. "I did not find a single man," he said. "Jesus is being crucified every day." So the partition happened exactly as he predicted, and India and Pakistan became, in his word, mutually cancerous. C.R. Das had recognized the path but died too soon. Gandhi heard the counsel but didn't change course. Mukherjee received the complete blueprint but couldn't mobilize fast enough. What do you think? Could these strategies have worked? Are these lessons relevant for today's challenges? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We, as a team, we read all of your comments and they are very precious for us. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well. So, what does this story mean for us today? Thakur's core insight remains chillingly relevant. A country is not held together by soil, river, mountain or wealth. It is held together by the ideal, by the conduct and the unity. His test for leadership is still the gold standard. Whoever has a communal interest know that he is a fake leader, and every leader must have a living ideal in his life. Without the Ishta in his life, his complexes cannot be adjusted. He cannot have an integrated personality. So every leader must have a living ideal in his life. His doctrine of active peace challenges our passive tolerance. He said, "He who is not opposed to violence is not non-violent. He who is not active for peace is not peaceful." And his blueprint for civilization, education married to industry, health as dharma, interfaith reverence, constructive statecraft, these aren't historical curiosities. These are the solutions that we still need. So Sree Thakur Anukulchandra gave us 3 strategies to prevent national disintegration, build demographic stability through purposeful resettlement and economic opportunity, use law and scriptural accuracy to defeat religious politicization, focus on constructive nation building, education, industry, health and harmony as the true foundation of political power. His final words echo across the decades. Without harmony, no nation can endure for long. The question that haunts us from 1947 still haunts us today. Will we listen to him this time, or will we repeat our history? That's our story for today on Master Within. A story of a prophecy ignored, wisdom rejected, and a blueprint for civilization that could have changed everything. But remember, the blueprint still exists, and the wisdom is still available. The choice is still ours. If this story has moved you, if it has opened your eyes to a hidden chapter in our history, then hit that like button and subscribe for more untold stories from our civilization, and share this with someone who needs to hear it, because some stories are too important to be hidden under the files. So until next time, keep seeking the truth that others won't tell you. This is Shobhik Ghosh from Master Within, signing off. Jai Guru.